just so we remember. This is going to be one task. Okay, so now we'll start again with my instructions for this document. Okay, so if we go to the deal and deal folder, and then we click this, so we'll see it's still missing this tenant representation agreement. So now we have a template for it. So if we go to DocuSign, log in, we go to templates, and then this one is two signers. We know that there's two people here. And obviously you're going to make the one signer. So if it's, just one person, you can use the one signer. So we'll click the two signer and use that. And then you would fill in my info. So Nikki, and then Charles Cohen and his email. And then you do Peter Skinner and his email. I'm just putting in fake emails for time. And then my information again, which is there. And then for managing broker, I think if you actually type it, it'll come up. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So this is just MLS Peoria, this MLS coordinator. So this should be, oh, I made a mistake. If you can edit the templates, this should be name Paul Blackburn, and then the email is MLS Peoria. So I'll put in Chanty, edit last, edit orange, in-person signer 1 should be changed to Paul Blackburn. Change from okay, I'm getting this all messed up. I had that as Paul. Sorry, I'm like figuring this out at the same time. Broker, thanks, email. Okay, there. Okay, so this should say managing broker instead of in-person signer 1. This should be Paul Blackburn. And then the email is, and once you put in the name, I mean, it should just pop up, but MLS Peoria. So that's what it all should look like. And then if you click, I would click advanced edit just to make sure everything looks okay. But also you're just, right now, I think for now, we're just gonna put this as a draft. So we'll click next. And then, we need to fill in all this information too. So, so this is the tenants' names. So you could also edit the templates to make this easier if you want. For a 2-signer, you can add one name here and then the second one here. If it's 1-signer, then it's just blue. And if it's 2 signers, you have both colors. That way you don't have to type in their names. And then for here, this should actually be, if you add my name, again, this will save you some typing. And then this date is 1 year from today. So it's still January 23rd, but this is 2026. So 26. And then everything looks good. This is always 0. And then right here, we're going to put, let me think about language here. And you could also add this language into the template. The only thing that's going to change right now is this date, but the rest of this you could edit and put these into the template. Like you can add, like remove that yellow text box and put these instead. You can put this instead. You can put this into the template, and you can also put what I'm about to text into the template too. So you don't have to do this every time. So what am I going to say here? I know I said something recently that I liked. All right, that's fine. So you can put that into it. And then this is good. Good. Okay, and then here again, like instead of having these yellow boxes, we can do tenant name here. We can do tenant name here. Oops. And then we have their emails because it's attached to DocuSign. So we can add the email here. We can add the email here. And then these really should be the same color as the tenant. So we'll change that to that color. We'll change the yellow to the purple to match. And this should say let's just say Goose Island. That will always stay the same. And then we can delete these. You can delete those from the template. This is always 889035. My email we already have attached. So we can do that. Great. So this is it fully filled in. And like I said, a lot of this stuff you can actually go and put into the template. So all of this, you can edit the template and have it look exactly like this. Same with everything else. All of this you can change to look exactly like the template. You can put in this language, you can put the 0. Yeah. Yes. So yes. So this means optional when it's in white instead of like these mean required. You can see over here it says required. And then when it's in white, it means it's just optional. Sometimes I'll answer this for my clients and then remove the initials. But I think I'll just leave it like this for now. And I'll let you know if we want to change this. I'll give you an update if we want to change this section. For now, I'm just going to leave it. At some point, maybe I'll, sometimes I will just all the time click this and then remove these initials, but we'll just leave it like this for now. Yeah. Great question. Honestly, we should have both. So that's a really, really good question. So, and honestly, sometimes I just put them on top of each other because when when the person goes in, they can't see the other check boxes and the other person's stuff. So even if we put it on top of each other, that's totally fine too. So yeah, so all of this can stay the same. The only thing in here that is going to change is the state. So I think everything else you can edit in the template just like this to have all this information. This is the only thing that you're going to have to actually put in today's date. And then everything else should be exactly like this. Okay, cool. Yes, exactly. You got it. And I just noticed I forgot initials right here. So when you're going through and editing the templates, we also want to put the initials here also. Mhm. Yeah, we can delete that also. Honestly, like this template's kind of weird. I don't even need my name twice. Like we can delete the green person altogether in the template. Well, first we should change this. Before we delete the green, we can delete this. And then again, this color can all be me. And then we can delete this. We don't need that. So that was a good call. I don't think there's oh yeah. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I just changed the color. That's all. Yeah, so I think this would be like exactly like the template should be. So you can use this as the example if you want to like go back and forth or use the video because you can't have two screens in DocuSign open at the same time, but you can edit the template so it looks just like this. And then this is the only one that's going to just be a text field. So it'll just look like this in the template. Um, and then when you go to do the single, you do one signer, you just delete, you know, the second um the second person. So you just like, remove tenant two. Honestly, if you just delete tenant two, it'll delete all the fields in the document. So yeah. So yeah, so once you've, let's say like we're actually doing this for a to get this agreement signed, all I would want you to do is click action, save and close. And then that would create the draft for me. And then I can go in and review it, make sure everything looks good, and then I can send it off. Cool. All right. So I feel like that should keep you busy. If you have questions, if anything's confusing,